Out here saying Trump was sucking dick. Now, I know that's going to piss you off, but I'm just saying that's what the email's saying. Because who is Bubba and why was Trump blowing him and why would they have photos of that? These are all questions I would like answered nefariously fast because that sounds vociferous. You have photos of Trump blowing Bubba? Who is Bubba? Who is this nigga? Me too. Yeah, gotcha, bitch. I see you too. That was fun. See you in 3 weeks. So you was kicking it with a child pedophile, sex offender. That was your boy. And they got your mans. And all of a sudden you just fell silent like you ain't even nobody. But y'all ain't just kicking on one occasion. He was seeing you again. And now all of a sudden your company is one of the most powerful in the world using AI everywhere. And we're back to Donnie. Y'all was kicking it together on Thanksgiving. You was giving thanks with your family and his family together in one room at one table sharing food. And y'all didn't have nothing going on. You had no clue. But you was blowing Bubba. They know about that. He was talking so much festive feeling behind your back. And in fact, I know he know you. Because, I mean, listen to this. Your world, you don't understand how dumb he really is. He's talking about you. He will blame everyone around him for bad results. That has been proven true numerous of times.
President of the United States is a PDF file, and we are severely underreacting. People should be much more angry about this. The DOJ held on to these emails between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein confirming Donald Trump spent hours with one of Epstein's victims back in 2011, and the Department of Justice still let this motherfucker run for office. How long are we going to protect PDF files and allow them to make laws that govern our lives? How long? Do you know what happens to people who are PDF files in prison? Right. And nobody has a problem with it because they're sick monsters, so we let it happen. Why the fuck don't we keep that same energy?
Arnold Palmer was all man. And I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and nah, Trump, you kind of didn't have to say it. It sounds fucked up. However, the reason this is not making a lot more headline news is because white boys are typically keen on gay jokes and doing gay shit. And I've known quite a few white dudes that they make innuendos or they allude to something, and they're not actually LGBT. They just, that's how they play. Different, I guess it's a cultural thing, because us brothers, we don't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we might do the pause thing or no diddy, but we don't be like white boys. You go to their house and like spend the night, you gotta worry about if a nigga gonna put his balls on your head or draw a dick on your face with a Sharpie type shit. So that's why that's actually not getting as much press as it probably should. The whole alleged him sucking off Bubba, which people are alluding to, that's Bill Clinton. Me personally, I don't know. I can't without a shadow of a doubt say that you know what I'm saying, he is up to funny business. I don't know these things. Did he do it? It's possible. Like on some real stuff, just from a man assessment of Trump, I've never figured him to be like a blatant homosexual, but he does have the tendencies. Either it's the doing his hands like this when he talks, the delicate way he talks when he talks. Like, he's from New York. He's from Queens, New York. He doesn't have that tough grit about him. Now, I know he comes from a rich family, but he just comes off as soft. Usually, typically, when dudes come off as like they're kind of, I'm not gonna say even feminine, just kind of. Let's just say I can believe, circa 1982, 83, he was sniffing cocaine. That would have made Trump what? About I don't want to even say 40s. How old is this nigga now? He's 29 or 79. Fuck, I don't know why my math is off. Let's see, 79 minus. Yeah, that would have made him about 36. That would have made him relatively a young man. And probably was on some experimental shit. And he's already going into great length about like, the Palmer guy, Arnold Palmer. So who knows? Coke infused night, some bad chicks. One of them convinced him to give the man some Stromboni and Lamborghini his doors, and you know what I'm saying? That's typically how it starts, you know what I'm saying? From what I've heard, that women typically be the catalyst to push niggas over the edge. You can't fall for the, you know what I'm saying? You can't fall for the okie dokie with no rice-a-roni. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. But they're saying that he was blowing Bubba. I don't know if that name has been linked to Bill Clinton, so it's possible. And with Bill Clinton, you just never know. He actually was allegedly in governor of Arkansas back in the early 80s, and I want to say Mesa, Arkansas, when he overseen the state, and it was a big time cocaine trafficker in Mesa, Arkansas, and he was in cahoots with him and his, I want to say his brother or one of his cousins were in cahoots with the dude. So I mean, with this shit, I do film, so I'll probably make a movie, and a fictionalized movie using them as characters of some sort, and it would make sense. You got the governor of Arkansas allowing his family members to traffic cocaine. Donald Trump is probably philandering or patronizing them in some capacity, or at the very least they don't know each other like that, and they meet at Epstein Island, and you got Clinton running drugs to Epstein Island and Donald Trump patronizing the underage teens there. It's cocaine and it's a drug fueled night. And let's just say drug dealer slash governor and drug patron slash pedophile. Yeah, I can see, you know what I'm saying, how I won't even say a threat of intimidation. I can see how he could be forced into cunnilingus with former President Bill Clinton, especially if he's like, you know what I'm saying, of not cut like of that cloth physically, like he's not a fighter. Then you got the prison dynamic. One man that is an alpha male aggressor and propositions him, and another man that's a beta that's not really fortified for conflict, and let's just say possible that he forcefully made him do it. And as a straight man being forced to do something like where the fuck you gonna go? Well, who you gonna tell? First of all, you was on an island that you had no goddamn business being on, and two, if you not LGBT, it makes you look weird. Like on some real stuff, if a dude goes to prison and gets SA, you think he really gonna tell people? Nah, you just keep that shit close to your chest and keep it a secret till you die. Write it in your journal. Like, no man is admitting that shit unless you got, you know what I'm saying, touched on by a Catholic priest, and that's another thing. But in other Trump news, he's saying right here, it says breaking, president has just signed executive order eliminating tariffs on beef, coffee, and tropical fruits. This is an effort to bring down the prices in America as voters concerned about affordability. It's ironic that he fucking is bringing past a law or a bill that he fucking wasn't, like, it's his fault that the shit's actually high as it is. Like, what are we talking about here? And it makes me feel good that I did not vote for him. And all you fools that voted for him, you look mad stupid. You can't even be mad at nobody but yourself. And then in other Donald Trump news, I did this on another video, but I'll do it again since we talking about Trump. It says Donald Trump reveals the $2,000 stimulus checks won't be sent out until sometime in 2026. Now, when they send money to fucking Ukraine, or they give money to Argentina, or they do whatever, right? Give weapons to Israel, they always have a definitive date. However, when it's time to give the people some money back, just a little smidget of money, like not too much, just enough to get our tongue wet, $2,000, right? They ain't got no fucking time frame, just sometime in 2026. It's fuck us, right? It's our money, but y'all can give it to other people freely and with a definitive timeline. But with us, we just gotta wait. We got bear, smile, grin, and bear it. Pray to white Jesus that we'll get the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice if they could give us a time frame or a date. That way I don't have to fucking be surprised. Like, I don't like, as you get older, you stop liking surprises. It's one thing that, when you know the money's coming and you got a time frame, you can strategically put shit together. I kind of don't like the fucking, when is it coming, one day check in my account and boom, it's there. Motherfucker, I had shit to do last week. I need it now. You know what I'm saying? And it's my fucking money, so I should have been able to get it like yesterday, since y'all found it a few months ago. I'm just saying. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm Is out.